not going to record every single step. I'm just going to show you some of the tricks that I did on this particular piece. Okay, first of all, I want you to think about making a good design. Groupings are a very nice way to showcase your pictures. Overlapping makes your composition so that it has unity, and you can choose to have a focal point. In this case, I have a focal point here, but yet it repeats some of the things that are here, so there, which I think is really important, is unity. There's also this really important alignment on the right side, and you can establish some of those things with just making just general shapes. Okay, so the first thing you could do is just pick out your shapes and start creating those, and where you think you're going to put each thing. Okay, I picked colors that were straight from the pictures. So once I put my pictures down and crop them, and it's really simple to crop them. Remember, just double click and then you can crop them. I just simply went and got my color from the color picker, and I picked these colors so that I could just go ahead and decide like let's say that I want this background here. Okay, the background, and I go to my color picker and maybe I pick a color here, and I create a color for the whole thing through one of the pictures so that I know that it's going to be the right color. All right, but I tend to like the gray better, so I'm going to come back out here again and just pick this probably this light color right here of gray in the waterfall. Okay, be sure that you understand that you have to keep going back up to the selection button so that you don't mess up something else. In this one right here, I just put an overlay. I think you'll be able to see it right here that there's just simply a I'm having an issue here trying to get it. Okay, you can see that I've got a color here. I could start out with the putting the picture in there first, but I just put the picture in here, and then I just sized it to it, and then I went over to effects and created instead of normal, I made it have a multiply, just because I wanted it to fit again to some of these colors that I had picked out from some of the photographs. Okay. Another thing is that I could create drop shadows really quickly by just going to, usually it's right click, but in this case you're going to have to hold down the control key to get your right click, and I just went down to effects again and chose my drop shadow. Okay, and you can get that on this right here too if you just click into, like it says here, object normal 100%. Okay, so I think that that's clear. Something like this, I was able to make it stretch out a little bit more by using the transform tool, so you can stretch your works out a little bit more. But I want you to be aware too that, like on my lettering, something that's really important, like if I double click here, I'm going to, up here at the top, this is for lettering and this is for paragraph. So I can have a hyphenated, I can put a drop cap on it, and I can change a lot of the attributes of my text in the paragraph, or I can go over here to change just the particular text itself. And there's some kerning and leading here, and that again will be more with the paragraph here, so you can get some of this important stuff that you'll see right through here on how to make it like space. This is some of these applications and how to keep it and how to make it go away from the border. Okay, so you can see it kind of moving there and as it's going over to the border. Okay, so those are all the tools you have. You have every single tool to make a really impressive flyer, okay, or brochure. And so I'd like you to go ahead and make 2 of those, and that will make it so that you have now, I believe, no, not 2, only 1, so that you will have 7 total InDesign, and that should be enough to show that you know how to do this, and something that you can always come back to as a reference for a really cool, powerful tool. Okay, finally, go to the file and export, and then as you export, you're going to export it as a JPEG, because that way you can put it into your Picasa and make a InDesign folder. And some of you have already done that, and that's great. Okay, so that's it.